This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
This is Max Headroom, and what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
They're here.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
You said bullshit and experience is all it takes, right?
Right.
Come on and experience some of my bullshit.
What's your prediction for the fight, then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
It's I Love the 80s, and this is 1982.
I'm warning you. You're entering a big era, Flynn. I'm gonna have to put you on the game grid.
Conan, what is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
What happens when you tap the angry beaver in the bunghole?
Exactly.
Come on, tries. What the hell with this? I'm calling a break. We'll come back to the show.
Wake up. Time to die.
So you have no boots.
No.
You have no gloves.
No.
You have no hat.
No.
You have no scarf.
No.
You have no scraper.
No.
How long have you lived in Michigan?
All my life.
You, sir, are an idiot.
I don't care.
Must think in Russian. Think in Russian.
I pity the fool.
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT in the D Show. No mercy.
We ain't partners. We ain't brothers and we ain't friends.
What was sundered and undone shall be whole. The two made one.
You're in your underwear, I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey, I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
What kind of program is he?
He's not any kind of program, Sark. He's a user.
Hi, this is Martin Cove, John Kreese from the Karate Kid movie, and you're listening to IT in the D.
Yes, Sensei! The boy in the locker room always turned me on.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
We got screwed at the same time. Yeah.
Why do they call you meat? Because it's so big?
It's just too big. It's way too big.
Have you seen this prick? Report immediately to view the file breaker.
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
Come on, Wonder Will. Don't you dare. We've been through too much together, Wonder Will.
This is Robert Hayes, the Ted Stryker to my mother. When I'm not hanging out at the Magumbo bar, I'm listening to the IT and the D Show. It's worse than Detroit.
Police Squad. In color. He was Lord and Master over all beasts. He was the Beast Master.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat stick.
Turn your microphone off. Just get out.
If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time?
John Rambo. One man who's been pushed too far.
Hello. I'm looking for Michael Hunt. Mike.
Mike Hunt, okay, just hang on a minute. Is Mike Hunt here?
Last year, I spent more money on spilt liquor than you made. Woo!
No shirt, no shoes, no dice.
Hey, folks, this is WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to the IT in the D Show. Tough guy. Ho!
End of line.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do. The question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed. Go!
I knew we were stuck in the 80s, Dave, but you just brought that to a whole new level. My God. This is the IT in the D Show. This is episode 82. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center. Beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Jeff, the voice of reason. Find us online, itinthed.com, Facebook/IT in the D, Twitter. Hashtag IT in the D. I know
all of the things.
I always like saying hashtags because I know it makes you angry.
I know, because you just start saying umlaut. You did do it wrong.
You did it wrong. You do everything wrong. just to get some business out of the way, September 19th is our biannual
or March, not 6 months from now.
Did I say September was our last one?
So it would be March 19th.
Yeah,
next Thursday.
We'll see you in line in September. March 19th.
Jerry, this is Pee-wee.
I'll say.
I'm getting as if I don't get fired enough as it is. You're going to fire me there. March 19th. We will be at the Majestic Theater in Midtown Detroit, Michigan. Our annual Pink Slip Party networking job fair extraordinaire. Expect about 100 to 125, maybe even more hiring managers, recruiters, looking for probably like close to 2,000 jobs that are open in this town. If you are a senior Java guy,
you better be there.
Dude, the resurgence that's kicking with Java right now is insane.
And I don't want to hear one complaint about traffic. I don't want to hear one complaint about parking. I don't want to hear one complaint about Woodward construction.
Woodward Store. It's funny.
If you are looking for a job, be there.
I talked to a couple of people, and they're like, "We need senior Java guys. Our recruiters just can't seem to find them." I'm going, we got it. Just let me at it. We do have a pretty cool. We have very cool guests. We have Corey here from the Midwest Media Expo that's coming up in April. We're gonna have a fun conversation. We were already started at the bar. We have second time offender.
Wait, we have conversations that start at the bar?
Yeah,
no,
it's crazy.
No, do we?
Second time offender. We got Terry Bean here. Needs no introduction. He's going to be talking about an event going on 313 Detroit Day. That that'll be a good conversation. Also, it's always fun with Terry. And then we have our favorite networkers extraordinaire that come to every event of ours. We got Ian here, who's normally our Twitter guy, and Darshan here hanging out with us live studio audience.
We'll have no MST3K.
I know.
No, he's actually live in studio.
The only people that tweet us.
That's actually very meta. He's sitting next to me, going to be doing MSTK right next to us.
The only people that Twitter us are actually here.
Right.
I got. You know what, Dave?
Sounds dirty when they're here too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
right.
It does. It does.
Keep your pants on, Ian.
I know I'm getting old, Dave. I got gray hair in my beard. I got called a silver fox at the bar. I can come to grips with that. I still watch cartoons. I still play video games, right? I still go to the bar. I think I'm still with it. I go to all the websites that everybody goes to.
And yet?
I feel like the oldest. I'm out of it. I'm so out of it right now. No, let me drop some knowledge. I read today something that just made me cry. I got 2 more gray hairs. So let's talk about this real quick. Last year, the most watched TV episode on television was Sunday Night Football with 21 million people, right? The second most was Walking Dead with 15 million people for their finale. Everyone watches football. Everyone watches Walking Dead, right? And talks about it.
Yeah.
So last week on Snapchat, the Snowmageddon mass video in one evening was watched by 25 million people.
And how long was that video?
10 seconds at a time.
10? No, they blended in like the snow.
Was it like a montage?
It was like a minute and a half. Yeah, Snapchat took a lot of people's videos and they published it out, and it got watched in one evening by 25 million people. More than anyone that watched Sunday Night Football, Walking Dead finale on their phone with their thumb on it.
Oh my god! Who are you people?
I don't know. I don't like. It finally passed me by. Like I'm throwing in my card.
I don't get it.
I'm bailing out. I don't get it.
So the only way to watch this video was via your phone.
Yeah, on Snapchat, put your thumb on it, and sitting and watching people in their snow.
25 million people watched snow.
Don't you people have homes? In an evening.
Well, no, but the headline of the article was, Snapchat is now a huge threat to
Google and TV.
Google and broadcast
give me a break
television.
For a minute and a half, 10-minute montage.
You don't understand that they're captive, though, Jeff. That's the thing. You're holding, like, the one thing they were showing.
Are they showing ads? No. All right, then they're not any threat to anybody.
But they were saying, like, when Facebook captures video, like, listens, people are just scanning through it. They're not watching. They're not captive.
Right.
Snapchat, you're holding your thumb and you're captive. Dude, Flappy Birds was making $50,000 a day. Don't tell me they're not going to monetize this crap. But I officially throw in my card. I'm done. Like, the internet, everything, it's passed me by. I thought, like, I watch YouTube on my Xbox One.
You were flabbergasted that your daughter watches Minecraft videos on YouTube instead of actually playing the game.
But I watch Battlefield 4 videos, so I'm not really better. I totally do. I do. They're funny. What do you want from me? I'm throwing in the towel. I'm officially that guy. I'm get off my lawn, you kids.
Yeah, the damn rock and roll. The internet's a fad.
Oh,
yeah, weird. Yeah, it's exactly.
Get
off our Google tubes.
We're literally at a loss of words of how to explain the attraction of what makes that so popular, right? I mean, there wasn't any. It wasn't like somebody was running by topless, right? It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't anything crazy like that. It was just falling snow.
It wasn't like Suge Knight running over people on the road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I mean, like my comeback always is like, Darshan was just saying like I was born in '86, and I'm like, man, like I was throwing parties when you were in diapers. That's always my comeback, right? Like I was working in a data center when you were like in kindergarten, right? That doesn't work, and no one cares. Like they used to like.
You were born after I lost my virginity.
You know what the comeback is? I created that app. It was just used by 25 million people.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right. Oh yeah, like the street cred thing for the internet. Like nothing.
It's gone. It's totally,
I have none.
It's totally reversed now. I put down the pipes that app is using.
Yeah, I used to watch Pixelon at 500K streams, full video on my CRT monitor.
I used to wait 8 minutes for Pamela Anderson's boob to load.
Singular.
Yeah, boob.
I looked
8 minutes per boob.
I looked at ASCII porn on 300 baud dial-up,
right?
And I liked it. I got nothing. Like the internet passed me by. Like I'm completely. I don't even want to live on this planet anymore.
Stop the world. I want to get off.
But like 25 think about that for a second. Like I don't. It makes no sense to me.
But
and it was like Jeff. It wasn't like it was something good.
But it's like I can understand. Like okay, it's easy to get 25 million people to commit for 30 seconds. And that's the thing. Were they all
full minute and a half?
Well, were they all watching at the same time? Was it like
it was an evening? It was just like
so, I mean, like
it was like the show,
right?
Like always at once.
Like Snapchat puts their stuff out, and you can watch it whenever you want to watch
24
it.
hours is for those videos.
So to me, it's no different than I recorded it on TiVo, and I'll watch it a couple days.
Do you think
later.
something like this is an anomaly? Do you think that's repeatable?
No,
in any shape?
Gundam Style was watched by like 500 million people.
Gangnam,
so,
not Gundam.
God, whatever.
But
video game. Yeah, video game Gundam.
Asian guy, not video game.
Yeah, but Bob, that was designed for the YouTube mass audience. This sounds like a fluke type of thing where they purposely put it together for like to test something. And I don't know, like
no, they do this all the time. They do this with like the lantern, like the Chinese Lantern Festival that happened in Asia. They did it there. Like
who's they?
Snapchat. Like they also did like Holi in India, the holiday Holi.
Okay.
They did a Snapchat compilation for that. They do all these different festivals internationally. So like they have a really, really big international presence. And plus, like back in the day, they got an offer they couldn't refuse from Facebook. What was it, like
$3 billion?
We talked about that. Well, but apparently it was an offer they could refuse.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They did refuse it. So they're
asking for 3.1.
looking at other ways to increase their viewership, and obviously, hey, they've accomplished.
Well, because they saw YouTube sold for $1.6 billion, they're like, no.
But now they're worth like 50 something billion apparently.
I heard like 35 the last time, but yeah, probably 50 by now.
I still don't understand that. Who's going to pay that?
They do advertising.
That's awesome.
Like a pop rock.
What you're hearing is pop rock.
Suck as a human.
I tweeted that picture out, by the way. That sounds actually coming from Dave's mouth.
You're gonna have the agita tomorrow. Stomach's gonna explode like a bird.
Here, have this 2-liter of Coke.
No, but so tell me. I mean, enlighten me. What's the fascination with it? Why not just go to YouTube and watch it? Why?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why create a montage of 10-second videos?
Well, I think the biggest fascination in the beginning was that you could do sexting with getting away with it.
That's what it started at.
Yeah, that's kind of what it started, in the frats and stuff like that, and the college kids, and it caught on after that, right? So,
well, and that was the whole, after the fappening, there was the snappening, where Snapchat got hacked, where they had to basically admit that they don't.
No, they don't actually delete anything.
Yeah, they don't delete anything.
No, it's all out there.
Yeah, it's like
in the cloud.
It's like Poltergeist. You didn't move the bodies. You just moved the headstones. But it's
it's a pointer reference.
Well, yeah,
remove the pointer.
Yeah, so the file is out there, but God have mercy on your soul if you download it, because the most popular demographic for Snapchat is 13 to 17-year-olds. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Dave, here, have a seat.
Oh, Dave, why don't you have a seat?
Yeah.
There's nothing dumber. Like I remember when we were kids, and what would you do? Like played with G.I. Joe or whatever, Star Wars guys.
Yeah.
Like my kids think up ideas to make Vine videos. Like
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous. Like I subscribe to just to make sure I'm watching what my kid's doing online. Like any good responsible parent, I'm like,
you subscribe to the channels that you know about.
No, and my 2 kids. But I mean, the dumbest. I go, you guys sit in your room. That's what you do is you think up ways to make Vine videos, and like,
good for them.
Oh, then they get angry because someone said it sucked. You know what I mean? It's like a
I remember.
Yeah, welcome to internet bullying.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're like, the first time Gretchen got like a negative comment on one, she was like, I'm done with the internet.
And it wasn't even that bad. It was just like, you're stupid, kid. And like, I quit the internet. But I still don't get like
I quit Facebook.
Vine makes sense because it's shorter attention span than even YouTube, right?
Well, Snapchat did
by design,
kind
right?
of a smart thing in the last month. They actually started doing like multimedia contracts with other companies, like Fox News for one, Comedy Central, like all these ones.
To do what?
If you open up the app and like click on a button in the top right corner, it takes you to like different networks, and you could click on those networks and watch like, Key and Peele or whatever it is, like a short skit on that. So like they're getting viewership.
So the attention span of a typical teenager now is 10 seconds?
Yeah, no, 7 seconds, yeah. And these compilation videos are about like 2 minutes long. So about 120 seconds. Each video is about 7.
So what we need to do
seconds
is convert the entire public school system into 7-second segments, and they'll understand algebra and.
Then someone's going to come along
and
like it's like 6-minute abs.
Exactly. I want 5-minute abs.
Khan Academy in 7 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to get them to learn, like have like Khan Academy narrated by someone on YouTube, and my kid would learn like 17 languages like 3 weeks from now.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
KhanAcademy.add.
Right.
Is that a TLD?
I'm surprised Google. That's not one of the 100 that Google registered that we were talking about last week.
Right. Oh my God! So what else is going on?
Yeah.
Oh well, we got a
Mine
ton.
is
So,
shattered.
No, we did. So we've got our Pink Slip Party coming up. It is already next Thursday at the Majestic Theater. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're bringing, in addition to the sponsors that we have, we're bringing Activate Gaming Lounge.
Gonna play Galaga.
Oh my God!
So the portable gaming unit.
We're
is
still trying to
in.
help people find jobs, right?
Dude, I'm the first person to say that dude, people finding jobs through our events is like the happy side effect.
Right.
Like I always use the analogy that it's like the guy who owned the Wrigley Tire Company that noticed that all of his people were walking around chewing on little bits of gum or chewing on bits of tire, and he was like, "Oh, I could probably make a business out of that." And you'll notice you don't hear about the Wrigley Tire Company anymore these days, but Wrigley's gum is still out there. Yeah. So I mean that's going on, and then April is the kickoff for when we start doing 2 events every month because we hate our lives and we want our wives to leave us, and so that's
that's the reason.
No, it goes back to the foundation of how this group started. I'm going to go have a beer with Bob. No, you're not. It's for
networking.
It's for IT and the D. It's for work. Okay.
Right.
And Dave's wife is, I'm going to go out with Bob. No, you're not. Jeff's going to go. Oh, that's all right.
It's fine.
You keep you guys from killing each other. That's right. But yeah, we're going to do first Thursdays in Detroit and third Thursdays.
No, we're not. We're doing third Thursdays at
first
Blackfin,
Wednesdays,
and then we're doing
See,
first week of the month.
You guys have already screwed it up.
Let me clear. So Blackfin every third Thursday.
Yes.
When there's
so
not
got it.
You got a place to be.
Right.
That's Blackfin every third Thursday.
Right.
First Wednesday.
Oh my God.
What?
But we've already lost half the
Don't be
audience.
throwing another days
For the love of God, do we need a Venn diagram?
Can you throw this on the web so somebody can see it? Because listening to it's kind of painful.
Right. Thank you.
So bringing us back to 313Dlove. No, so third Thursday, every month when we don't have a Pink Slip Party, so basically every month except for March and September, third Thursday we will be at Blackfin. That's how it goes. The first week of the month, we're going to play around and we're going to bounce. So like April 1st, and yeah, it's April Fool's Day. No, but really it's true. We're going to be down at Firebird Tavern. We're going to hang out there, and then I believe it's May 6th.
Yep.
We're going to go take over Hopcat.
So you're going to be doing Detroit-esque bars like on those days, right?
Well, not Detroit-esque.
Detroit.
Actually, in Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
And not New Detroit, just Detroit.
Yeah, not New Detroit, not Old Detroit, just Detroit. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I like it because, on the third Thursday, Blackfin is definitely the place to be. That's like home base.
It is. Dude, it's been
You
home
see
base
it
for us since 2008.
Between like 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, you see about like, up to
Everyone?
100 to 200 people there.
Right.
You can't walk in there.
Yeah.
And then at like 8:30 is when it starts turning into Jersey Shore in the
Yeah,
Blackfin.
but,
And
that's
so,
the-
but we have the ropes. around the back room that kind of keep us a little bit isolated, but the pop collars start showing up, and and then if you hang out there long enough, you start hearing the mating call of the wild blood. Oh my God, I'm so drunk! And it's Blackfin 101.
He jokes, but it's true.
Right around midnight, we finally leave.
Hey, you guys that had your event that ended at 9, go home.
You're not. Yeah, there is no tomorrow. It's our bar.
No, looking forward to Firebird though. And the cool thing is we're getting the upstairs for both of them, so it's our spot.
Nice.
So that's a big caveat with and not at the Punch Bowl. We're not spending $5,000 to have a room.
Punch this.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck in this town. Yeah, I want my free brunch.
Yeah, we'd like a $6,500 minimum for you to come out and have an event that our budget.
Because we have a pinball machine and skee balls, so you have to pay more.
But it seems perfectly reasonable. No, go away.
Look at the gas face. I'm gonna write it. Don't be that guy about them.
As well, you should.
Yeah. I want my free brunch. That's why I want to write it. Me and all my friends give us free brunch.
Worst meatball sandwich ever.
Yeah, we're going to Applebee's if you don't accommodate us.
We're going to Applebee's.
Well, we're going to Applebee's regardless.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. Black tie, limousines.
So I'm not going to lie. One of my favorite stories was number one, that Rock Band 4 is coming back.
You were like super excited about this.
You know how much I loved Rock Band.
They're bringing back the franchise again?
They are.
Yeah. Is that even relevant?
It
is to Dave.
Well, and here's the best part. They're bringing it back. They're going to put it on the Xbox One and the PS4 platform. They're trying to make the equipment backwards compatible. They don't know if it's going to work.
That's not going to happen.
But all of the
graphics are all different.
But all of the downloadable content will be transferable to your new platform.
It's a DLC. It's a heaven for them.
DLC,
downloadable content. Downloadable content.
I know. I was just being.
No, they're in like heaven selling dollar songs because
because I bought all of them.
Right. Exactly.
I had the entire.
So is that what you're talking about then? So every song that you purchase for whatever previous version, you'll be able to access on the new game.
Yep.
Gotcha.
99 cents per song.
Which dude, I'm totally good with.
It's the iTunes one, right?
Dude, drunk people in my basement had so much fun with Rock Band. It's not even funny.
I don't know if you ever heard of this. It's called SingStar. It's a karaoke game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have every single volume disc. I'm a big fan. And now they just relaunched it just like, I guess, Rock Band did.
Yeah.
And there's another one called Rocksmith where you actually get to plug in your guitar and learn how to play through that.
How novel.
So it looks
no,
this is not a game.
This
is actually
like a real guitar.
I get it.
Yeah, like a real guitar, not like a fake, controller one. So
not the Guitar Queero episode from South Park.
Looks like they're doing like a revival of different music applications that are coming out for these, game consoles.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we had so much fun. I cannot begin to count the times that people were drunk in my basement having a blast with Rock Band, Guitar Hero, the whole. I mean, it was, dude. Those were great games. They were fun, dude. Especially with they're just great party games. Like, here's because what that taught me is that my guitar, hand-eye coordination, flawless, totally good. Mm-hmm. Drums, hand-eye foot coordination, not so good.
Did they actually have the foot pedals and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
God, I remember I bought DJ Hero. That was fun for 2 days.
I laughed at you when you bought DJ Hero. I absolutely did, and you were so proud of it, and you thought it was going to be the greatest thing ever. And then you're like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Now I'm waiting to see if Dance Dance Revolution makes a comeback or not, because with all these things going around,
dude, I still have the dance pad mats for, God. Actually, both the Xbox, both the 360 and the PS2, I have the dance mats for because my kids love those games.
So, what new hardware will you have to buy for when this comes out?
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out. Like, if they can figure out a way to make the guitars and the drum kits,
are they going to have to come out with
compatible?
Right.
Or is it going to be like you're going to have to buy the equipment all over again? But the cool thing they've said about it is that this is it. Like, they're going to release Rock Band 4,
okay,
and that's going to be it. From that point
I
forward,
retire until next year.
No, it from that point forward, it's all DLC.
Hey,
they're not going to there's no $60 game every other year.
Got it.
It's just the downloadable content.
Scott Sabelico just texted. He said he wants to make a video, like a YouTube channel of you just playing Rock Band 4 alone in your basement.
Dude, I was banned. Here's the best part. When Guitar when Guitar Hero Rocks the 80s came out, I was within 4 hours banned from ever playing Asia Heat of the Moment again because that's all I did for 4 hours.
Brutal. It could be worse. You could have picked a different song.
Right. Yeah. But no, I mean, and there's been a ton of stuff going on that we haven't even gotten into yet. So we've got Bob's favorite. How do we not get to Bob's favorite story? Bob,
Which one? We got to hold your page is like the whole page.
I know. So what's Bob? There was a breaking news story about Mount Everest.
So help me God. So I knew there'd be
on the poop.
No, because I joked about this a long time ago.
Where do you poop?
Not just where do you poop, but like when you climb up to the top of the mountain, I want to leave my mark, right? And I want to drop a deuce on the top of the mountain. Apparently, it's become such an issue in Mount Everest that it's considered like a hazard, like a chemical toxic dump at the top because everyone keeps duking.
Everywhere you go to the bathroom is a chemical toxic dump.
Right. But they're duking at the top of the and that's the whole point. You duke on the top of Mount Everest, then you put your flag in it, and that's your mark, right? I was here,
yeah,
right. But I didn't know
that. Of course, you would do that, right?
I don't know if I could. That weather?
No, I'm saying if you could, you would.
Absolutely, it'd be the first thing I did.
Bob does it on the top of every building he gets roof access to.
But the fact that it's like a global phenomenon that you climb to the top of Mount Everest. And then you drop it.
So the climbers that are doing this is like a whole subculture. They're all like, look at what we did.
They hold it in.
Now the country is like, you guys need to stop doing this.
They hold it in. Yeah, no, the whole country's like, this is
this is bad.
It's really bad. It's not bad enough that there's like 15 dead people on the way up.
Right.
Frozen.
Half the Sherpas are like
frozen, like Mr. Deed's uncle.
Or it's enough that all the Sherpas are doing it too.
Right. Right. Exactly. But there's like now there's just like,
and it doesn't go anywhere, right? Because
it's frozen.
It's frozen solid, so it's not like
it's not like you can run it over with a lawnmower, right? You set the blades a little lower and run it over. You can't do that.
It's there for all time.
It's perfectly preserved for all to enjoy. But I mean,
what country is that? Nepal? Is that where Nepal? So why don't they just commercialize it? How
do you commercialize frozen poop?
No, put an outhouse up there.
Like if that could have been done, Bob would have done it.
Dude, they commercialized rocks, man. You can commercialize frozen
exactly.
Poop. Dude, it was from the top of Mount Everest and your flag was in it. Buy a souvenir.
You can't tell me some millennial hasn't thought about monetizing.
How would you like a Duke from a mountain climber from 1954? Like
Mount Everest crap.com.
Tell you what, you know what? If you take a dump on Mount Everest, you have to take 2 down.
Now you know what my solution is?
That's what it is. It's some sort of rule. If you don't take 2 down, you're getting charged for 4.
So stupid.
Let's get a review of Pooper.
I'm telling you. Pooper, P-O-P-R. You know what? Exactly. Pooper.
Oh. No, you know what my solution is? Take a cave drill on the top and go all the way to the bottom, so it's like level with the ground and Mount Everest, and you poop in that. And just the world.
You want to put some water in the bottom so you
the world's biggest outhouse.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be. I would pay $1,000.
Sears catalog.
And it's the sound's amplified, so when it hits the kerplunk at the bottom, it takes like 13 minutes to hit the kerplunk because it's going like 4 miles down. Exactly. And then you could do like Cedar Point and put cameras on the bottom, like so you get the action shot of it. I needed a hobby. I swear to God.
Little cameras.
And you're yelling at me for trying to monetize this.
The Cedar Point cameras would be amazing, just to get you like into action on the top, and you're like smiling at the camera while you got your pants around your ankles in sub-zero weather.
Our sponsors have never been prouder than right
and
now.
Your Silver Fox beer is like all frosted over.
Absolutely. We're coming up against a break.
Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
Right, exactly.
Totally. Wait for the kaplunk. We'll be back. I don't know who wants to follow this, but we'll be back in a minute. This is the IT and the D Show.
We'll be right back.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
Hello, everybody. It's Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are listening to IT in the D.
Do you know what your storage costs? We do, and that's why we're doing something about it. At Quantum, we think you're just paying too much. Period. We've been helping our customers protect their data since 1981 while reducing their total cost of ownership, often by as much as 40%. We believe your strategic data protection plan should take advantage of all available technology. Let's talk some more at 586-745-4DXI. That's 586-745-4394. Quantum. Established name, new ideas.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
And we are back, segment 2, episode 82. This is the IT in the D Show. We are sitting here in the Raw Radio X Studios in the Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy, here with David Geek, Jeff, the voice of reason.
You know what, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. These intros and breaks are they are both awesome, but they are breaking my heart to put together because we're old.
we were just talking about the year 1982 and all the movies that came out, and it's kind of depressing.
You know what? I will throw it out there. If anybody out there wants to go ahead that's listening live, or even if you listen to the syndicated, the first one that can do this, if you can name for me all of the movies and TV shows that I used in the opening segment, I will give you one of the Detroit Beer Press Howler Club memberships. Which gives you discounts and all kinds. It's a lifetime membership. It is good at a whole bunch of different places, including our favorite spot, Falling Down Beer Company.
Yep. We're making it official, folks.
Yeah. So you be the one to name for me all of the clips that I used in the intro.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know probably 5 of them.
We actually fact checked some of them while you were gone. We were
right.
Like,
that's what we were talking about.
82.
We're like, wait a minute, that was 83. Nope, that was 82. He got it right. Damn it.
There's a reason why Jeff calls me Google.
Yeah. That's right. Right.
So holla at us and we'll holla at you.
Right.
That's right.
So kicking things off, we have Corey here for the Midwest Media Expo.
Yeah.
This is going downtown. When is it? April?
Second weekend of April?
That would be April 10th through 12th.
Yeah.
At the Renaissance Center.
At the Renaissance.
Wow, that's big time.
Yeah, how'd you swing that one?
Well, we kind of coattailed with Youmacon, to be fair, but when you have the largest show in town and, with Youmacon there for 10 years now, it's easy to say, hey, let's have one in the spring, too.
Yeah, welcome to the IT in the D Show. You get the slow clap.
Is it at the Kobo as well this year?
It's the most claps I've ever gotten. No. It's at Rensen. I mean, we're not at Kobo yet, so
yeah, right.
We're just the tallest event.
So how is it like business crowd gonna react when they see like how many people come to this thing?
Yeah, I mean you got people.
You guys actually had to publish. You're not allowed to carry weapons around because the business crowd was freaking out at Youmacon.
There's like a nerd alarm that they have to pull.
Right.
All the business people just
because some of these cosplay weapons look real.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and a lot of them are real.
Really?
Called you out.
Yeah.
You say, well, easy wrestling boy. It's real to me, damn it.
I said that before. Right.
There was quite a few security.
Score one for the guest.
Right. So Midwest Media Expo, and so like you kind of bubbled up on our radar because of Youmacon, and candidly because Ian and Darshan had went and like talked about how cool that was. So what is Midwest Media Expo? How does it compare to what Youmacon was?
Or to a Comic-Con
or
anything else?
I'll take a Mother May I step back.
Yeah.
What is Midwest Media Expo? Go.
Well, everyone knows Youmacon in this region, which is more so a video game and anime influenced event. So we decided, why don't we have more of a mixed genre, a mixed media? So basically, if it's online, it's published, it's Tumblrized, it's popular with fans, with that core group, whether it's sci-fi, animation, certain obviously genres of music, including steampunk. You've got everything from My Little Pony, let's be honest, to video games, strong video games. You've got big things nowadays, of course, are Doctor Who, Supernatural, and things like that. So why not?
Which we just learned with the Comic-Con girls last week. Apparently, Supernatural is a thing. That all the geek guys need to know about.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a show.
That apparently there's like just hordes of geek girls that go to those, and there are apparently no guys.
10 seasons of it. That's all I got to say.
There are 10 really
10
seasons
of that.
Wow,
10 seasons.
I
of
didn't know it
Supernatural on the
existed
WB.
before last week. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's one of those age gap things.
I just heard about it for the first time. So
there you go.
Yeah, the
don't feel
Doctor
bad,
Who
Jerry.
thing. That one passed me by too.
Doctor Who, I'm all over.
No,
it's the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard
Well,
of that.
exactly,
but
yeah,
I've never seen one episode of
Tom
Doctor Who.
Baker. I'm all about.
There we go. Well, this Expo is also, this is the second year. It's also at Ren-Sen as the first year.
See, and I was going to ask.
And,
last year was your first year, so this is your second time around for this
that's
event.
usually how it goes in that order. We're bringing.
He'll be here all week.
You better get me a bed then.
We're batting 1,000 here, folks.
We're bringing back some of our favorites, like John St. John, the voice of Duke Nukem, which we discussed apparently quite thoroughly at the bar.
We did.
earlier.
No, yeah, we did.
Yes, he has his celebrity roast actually going on.
Really?
Oh, yep. Over at the Expo, we've got other favorites of ours from the previous year, as well as other Yomicons, including Ellen McLean. She's the voice of GLaDOS in Portal.
Okay.
And her husband, John Patrick Lowry, who's the voice of Sniper in Team Fortress 2.
Okay.
We're bringing back Natasha Allegri. She is the creator of the gender swap Fiona and Cake from Adventure Time, as well as Bee and Puppy Cat, which is a relatively newer comic, which is also finishing into its first season of an animation online.
Okay.
Obviously, different tastes for different
Right.
types, obviously.
Different strokes, different folks, yeah.
Absolutely. And we also have the voice of May from Avatar The Last Airbender, the original.
Really?
And to jump into, actually, one gentleman, he's from the Midwest as well, he's pretty popular, is Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic.
Okay.
Yomicon is the first event to ever actually bring him out in a guest capacity. You can watch his old videos from when he did that. He's coming back with about 11 others, including the Nostalgia Chick, Linkara, Cinema Snob, and the list goes on. And they're actually, in addition to the usual, panels about the Nostalgia Critic and Channel Awesome and so forth, they're actually going to be doing a giant charity event called Critics Against Humanity.
Yay.
Critics Against Humanity.
You can figure it out.
So you're not going to be shaving anybody's face to raise money this time?
No, that was the end of Yomicon.
Okay.
Yeah. We're also bringing out, we're actually very proud of this one, we're bringing out the Japanese composer for all of the Silent Hill music from Konami, the Konami composer, Akira Yamaoka. He's coming out, as well as the voice from the game, as well as the music. From the music, the songs themselves, is Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. They're going to be doing the official Silent Hill concert during the weekend of Midwest Media Expo, April 10th through 12th.
I would totally want to see that. That would be awesome.
Oh, the old
I played.
The original games, the new games,
Right.
they're all composed by the
Now-
same guy.
Oh my God!
Didn't you try to get Zelda Symphony on board? What happened with that?
Well, that was one of those, let's see if we can put this together last minute to basically show that this can happen.
And this is what happens when we let fanboys come in the studio. Yeah, sorry, Corey.
Well, he didn't have to dress like Link when he came in there.
I was going to come in as Marty McFly, but that's a different story.
You better be bringing me some cookies with an outfit like that there.
I was told it was the Sheldon Cooper and the whole Big Bang Theory, the Raj. They were never mind. God.
Yeah. Can we send him to the moon? Anyways. We've also got the concert series. Obviously, we're kicking it off with Steam Powered Giraffe. They're coming back. They're definitely a Midwest favorite at Yomicon and Midwest Media Expo.
Dude, steampunk is one of those things that, like, we've talked about it a few times now.
Yes, please.
Dude, Jeff's all about it. I get it, and some of it is really cool. Bob's like, what in the ever-living hell?
You know what's cool about steampunk is the artwork. I'm not so much about the cosplay, but the artwork is just for whatever, it just resonates. It's really, really cool. I mean, it takes a lot of talent to merge those genres together.
Yes, and to be fair, it is one of the more mature audiences out there, the neo-Victorian style and so forth.
Right,
so
right.
It's not, 15-year-olds running around talking stuff on Tumblr.
Exactly,
Dude,
exactly.
And girls in corsets, I'm all about.
Well, of course, yeah.
I would imagine girls out of corsets, too. So.
I mean, some of the artists that are turning a lot of the Star Wars characters into steampunk. I mean, that's pretty.
Dude,
when you see a stormtrooper as steampunk, that's pretty cool.
The steampunk Boba Fett was
phenomenal,
outstanding.
Right.
Yes.
I'm gonna come get you after I get into my blimp and float, and then I'll
Sky Captain of yesteryear.
That's right.
What?
Well, the stormtrooper can't hit anything anyway, so don't worry about it.
Exactly.
These aren't the goggles you're looking for.
The hits just keep on coming.
That's right.
Well, we've got different bands for different genres coming as well. We've got Voltaire. Anybody, you pick up a YouTube once in a while. He's awesome stuff. Okay. We've got Time Crash, which is the actual Doctor Who band. They're out from Chicago. We've got, now I'm going to get your attention with this one. We've got the Harp Twins, which is two blonde
I've actually seen them. Yes.
Who just play nothing but awesome classic
Blonde
rock.
Twins?
On the harp.
On two harps, electric harps.
Really?
Dude, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've actually
Game of
seen
Thrones
them.
music, Walking Dead music, video game music. They're just like the fanboy fantasy. There's two of them. You know, one for,
do they have
one for
contracts with
Giant.
any of these franchises, or are they just doing their own fan
They're
thing?
actually, as far as I know, right now they're only doing their own thing.
Wow, that's pretty cool. It's like they got their own little circuit going.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They're very internationally followed too. They go all over the world for their concerts. So
how many people attended last year, and what do you expect in this year?
We had almost 2,500 for a first year last year. Yeah, and this year it's really tough to tell. It could be anywhere from 3,000 to 8,000. We have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
We're also being more creative with some of our events, such as we're bringing in. There are a lot of these events have something called a maid cafe. In fact, this time we have a Deadpool cafe, which, if you follow obviously the more eccentric tastes of the Deadpool comics, we have a cafe where you're served by Deadpools and watched by Deadpools and watch Deadpools do eccentric things while they're serving you like cheesecake chimichangas and things like that.
Okay.
There's an official taste test at the Rensen this weekend for just all of these Deadpool Cafe. There's an amazing menu.
Interesting.
That's all I'm going to say on that.
Okay.
Until we can officially say, we have a prom stuck events, which is a late night home stuck dance. It's obviously a little bit younger than our crowd. We're actually extremely proud to bring out, for the first time in the Midwest, the World Cosplay Summit Finals. What this is the largest most significant cosplay event in the entire country.
Okay, and so I'll back up because I know our audience varies.
Yep.
So for those who don't know, cosplay is
basically dressing up in costume.
It's Halloween.
Usually, it's Halloween for nerds. Obviously, it had its roots more so in anime and video games, Japanese fandom. But obviously, nowadays, it's arguably encompassing everything from sci-fi.
It's dressing up as a character.
Yeah, I'm Boba Fett. Okay, I'm Sheldon Cooper. It doesn't. Yeah.
The ones I hate are like stormtroopers with like Muppet masks, and it's like they're trying to be
the Muppet
the stormtrooper walking around with a kilt or something.
Right. It's just
do it.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, go all out.
Yeah, why not? You never know. They might be Scottish troopers.
They're one or two.
They couldn't eat the bright side of a.
It was a galaxy far, far away. They didn't know about Scotland.
Well, the other thing, like when we were walking around Comic-Con last year, like the folks that were dressing up and they like would break character.
Yeah.
And that would devastate kids, like following them around, like like Boba Fett taking his helmet off. Like if you're gonna do it, keep the helmet on while you're on the floor.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, own it.
Aren't you a little fat to be a stormtrooper?
Right, exactly.
You remember the one year, Dave, at Comic-Con? Sorry, I don't mean to. When I sat on the Lord Humongous's car from Mad Max.
Yeah, the year he almost got us thrown out. Yeah,
he
almost got us. He's like, "What are you doing?"
And the Mad Max guy, he's like 5'4" and like 240 pounds, like in leather that I have no idea where he bought it at. Like, come on, if you're gonna dress up, like that's kind of my only rule is. I'm not going to dress up as a stormtrooper. I'm going to dress up as Barf from Spaceballs, right? It's like kind of try to look like you. Like don't
you go with what you have.
I'm not going to be C-3PO anytime soon.
No,
right?
More like C-5-3PO.
You would be. I was going to say C-4PO.
Exactly. But there's too many people. I just no. You don't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if the gold bikini doesn't fit, no.
Well, that's what I should do.
For the love of God,
get yourself a
gold. I don't want to see a muffin top on a gold bikini.
I'm not going to lie. I would pay money to get Bob in a gold bikini.
Hey, so didn't you have a?
Can we get that as a sound drop?
Corey, didn't you have a bomb to drop?
We have a bomb to drop.
This big secret you couldn't tell us at the bar.
Yeah, I guess I do.
I did. I heard that we and this is like for the second week in a row. We actually have like a breaking news. Like I feel like I need the dun, 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 like
exclusive.
The news drop.
So wait, get Brian Williams on the phone.
He invented.
No,
So So I hear there's a huge guest announcement.
A shiny guest announcement, which was a clue to many in the past week.
Shiny.
Who would you think?
Anthony Daniels?
Yeah, I'm like shiny Anthony Daniels.
It's not Anthony Daniels.
Shiny.
Can you at least guess the sci-fi series that might get the shiny new guest?
Shiny. Is it Futurama?
No, I said
I was going shiny metal. I was going shiny metal ass. This is where I was going with Bender.
Go.
Yeah, John DiMaggio.
As we've had some of our fans already point out that shiny became quite the term from Firefly. And
no shit.
We are actually
I'm intrigued.
You getting Adam Baldwin?
No, we're not getting Adam Baldwin. I guess he's a little controversial right now online.
Summer Glau.
We're not getting Summer Glau. We're actually getting the fanboy favorite, Jewel State. Will be at the Midwest Media Expo. April
that's right. That was her tagline from
through
this.
12.
That's right. Yeah.
Shiny.
Yeah, that's right. That was her
Shiny
tagline.
new guest. Yes.
Very, very cool.
Keely from Firefly is going to be joining.
Deserves real applause, not slow clap.
Yeah, that's
awesome. That's a good win for you, dude. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you guys obviously are welcome to come by too. She'll be just like every single one of our.
We're gonna have
events.
press passes.
Well, you got to sign up for those.
Yeah,
Come on. What,
exactly.
You think you're special or something? What
Yes.
is this?
Have you not met us?
Yeah. Mute his mic.
There you go. Well, for one of our big things that we've always had for Youmacon, and we continue with Midwest Media Expo, is you can right now pre-registration ends tomorrow night.
I was just going to segue into that. So I know your pre-reg ends really, really quickly.
And the pre-reg is currently under $50. That's for all weekend. And that includes...
Which is cheaper than a lot of other cons that are in the area that might not... Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Who shall remain nameless.
Yeah.
But let me add some icing on that.
They'll remain nameless because, they already gave us press passes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm going to add some
details, Dave. Details.
For everyone who's not familiar with these events, that any admission pass to the Midwest Media Expo means that you never have to pay for an event, a concert, or photos or autographs from any guest.
That's crazy.
Wait.
What?
No.
Whoa. Back the bus up.
In 10 years, over 10 years of organizing events, we have never allowed a guest to charge for autographs.
No shit.
Jewel State will be there for 3 autograph sessions throughout the weekend, as well as her panels. You pay your $45 pre-registration rate for the full weekend. You come in, you get all of these autographs, all of these concerts. You watch Silent Hill Band and Steam Powered Giraffe. I'm going to go and get autographs from all of these people. Watch the Duke Nukem Roast. We're going to watch the World Cosplay Summit Finals, where the winners
we just might have to be there.
The winners of the World Cosplay Summit Finals, the best in the country, are going to Japan.
I don't have a sound clip at my disposal to... Dude, holy shit. That's friggin' phenomenal.
It's one of the things we do. We're fan-friendly because we're fans and we put on shows for fans. We've never allowed a guest to ever charge for autograph. We've kicked a couple guests out who've tried. Also will remain.
Can we take Jewel out for drinks? That's my only stipulation. I don't want no autograph.
There may be an additional cost for that.
Speaking of additional costs, can you talk about the Platinum Pass a little bit?
The Platinum Pass is a $100 pass that allows you throughout the weekend.
Well, before we go there, so what is the pre-reg cost? Let's go there.
The pre-reg is currently $45, and it will end tomorrow at 11:30 p.m.
Okay.
So that's that. That's your full 3-day admission to get into the expo, to go do whatever you want. We have a 24-hour free-to-play giant video game room. If anybody knows the Youmacon video game room, it's going to be very similar. We have Banami Invasion and Tokyo Attack coming out for all of the dance games, all of the popular games. We got Riot Games is sponsoring a League of Legends tournament for the region, the championship for the region. Again, $45 online right now. And if you miss tomorrow night's deadline, it's still $50 at the door for the entire weekend. Children, I believe, are $10.
Bottles of water are $42.
That's right.
Sandwiches are $60.
You can get a soft pretzel for $17.50.
You get an autograph, but you have to pay for the Sharpie.
But you do get unlimited credits at the arcade place too.
Yeah.
Nope. 24 hours. You can go into the arcade and play video games free for 3 days straight. All you want.
There's a Sharpie vending machine. They're all $30 each.
Yeah, there you go.
Fortunately, they have that original dual screen 6-player X-Men arcade game.
That was my favorite.
They have it there.
Yeah.
They have it there. They have DDR there.
I was Colossus
the Ninja
every
Turtles
time.
there. They have the original Star Wars where you do the racing, with the
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of classics, including American and Japanese.
I'll be at the Tron machine all day.
I don't know if they have or not, do they?
Oh, we're going to have very much a lot of the similar kind of variety that you see at Youmacon. We're not going to have quite the same variety because we have to compartmentalize in Renaissance Center versus Ren-Sen and Kobo.
Yeah.
So it's going to be smaller, but it's still going to have a heck of a selection, obviously. And what can you do? You go in there at 3 a.m., you're going to have your choice of the machines for the most part. And the Platinum Badge, by the way, the Platinum Badge is just basically the same thing for $100, except for you get into the vending area half an hour to, I believe, an hour, actually, before everyone else is allowed in, the general public. And the big thing, of course, is you get to the front of events and autograph lines. So basically, if you're there looking for autographs, you get the Platinum Pass
your
because
fast pass,
you walk to the front of every autograph line. You know.
So how do we get?
How do we make this happen?
How do we make this
MidwestMediaExpo.com?
MidwestMediaExpo.com and just follow register. Absolutely.
And we'll put stuff online at our in our recap and whatnot. And we'll yeah, we can't wait. I can't wait to go. It sounds
yeah. April 10th through 12th at the Ren-Sen.
Good.
We're there.
Well, if you lost the feed, Dave just spilled beer on the computer, but that's all right. We'll be back with Terry Bean. This is the IT and the D show.
Oh wait, I'm not ready yet. Go.
Yeah, we'll be
I
right
tried
back
to talk
eventually.
slow. We'll
Yeah,
be right
we'll
back.
be right.
All right, do your thing.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT and the D show.
Hi, I'm Brittany Daniel from The Game, and you're listening to IT and the D show.
Optech is an award-winning professional services firm specializing in connecting Fortune 500 and government clients to top information technology, engineering, and healthcare talent from coast to coast. Optech's innovative solutions address the critical needs of clients in the banking, manufacturing, insurance, utility, healthcare, and government sectors. Optech offers its employees outstanding career opportunities, supporting innovative companies with cutting-edge technology.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D show.
All right, and we are back. This is the third segment, episode 82. This is the IT in the D show. Often imitated, never duplicated. We are here.
That was the first movie I saw on cable TV.
We are sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial in beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy, here with Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. Find us online, itinthed.com. And we are
at our event next Thursday.
March,
which is in March.
March 19th.
March 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Majestic. Pixel party.
Be there.
And that's the thing you have to emphasize is you don't just go if you're looking for a job. Don't feel weird if you see one of your coworkers.
No, dude, our core is
all about
networking. It's meeting people. I've said this once. I've said it a million times. The fact that people find jobs through our events is a happy accident, and it blows my damn mind.
It's a nice byproduct.
Yeah,
Guys, I'm a byproduct of that. I found a job out there in 2011. That's how I became a part of this group.
Right?
In the first
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
And you didn't quit us.
No, and you're here in studio.
Keep coming
you
back.
kept coming.
That was
Yeah.
my way of
This,
getting
ladies and gentlemen, is how you do it right.
So we got an illustrious guest with us. It's kind of like when Tom Nardoni was from Priveco. Prediction? Pain. It's like...
Yeah, looking forward to this already.
No, and like Tom, was on like Conan O'Brien. He was on like CNN, and then then he comes on our show. So we got Terry Bean in the house, just on fresh off of Fox 2 Detroit.
Yeah, congrats. By the way,
what the heck are you doing on this show?
Yeah. I like to slumber with the people every now and
Well,
then. He give back.
He's moving on up.
that was last week.
It's a lot easier, I'll tell you that.
We appreciate it. So, I've known you a very long time, and you've been, doing kind of the thing with us, Motor City Connect, but you're kind of open to everybody. About when did you start the whole 5 years ago, right? You started doing this whole...
Yeah, it started in 2012, man. It was a Twitter campaign. Pretty easy. Just say something you like about Detroit. Back then, there wasn't as much positivity and good information.
There was nothing.
Coming
There was
out.
zero.
That was like right at the beginning of everything.
It is, right? So
there was a few blogs that hey, everyone talks about the doom and gloom. Everyone talks about the strife.
Everyone was talking about ruined porn and whatnot.
Can you please say something nice, right? So
for the love of God, because there's cool shit happening here. You
There's great
guys know
stuff.
you're a part of it.
Yeah, there's great stuff. I mean, if you look up and down Woodward, it looks like
Birmingham.
No, it's nice to see construction. It's just, I'm not going to lie.
It's nice to see people walking around feling safe at night.
There's a white girl
jogging, and she's not being chased.
God, I thought that. I stopped at Hopcat before I met you guys up, and I.
Dude, like 4 years ago, we had an event at the Detroit Beer Company, and we're hanging out, and it's after the event.
We're at the outside deck.
We're hanging out on the deck, just like chilling. And it's like, wait, that's a white girl jogging in downtown Detroit, and she's not being chased.
I was like, you wanted to
wait, are we in Birmingham?
No, I saw that today on the way to Hopcat, and I was kind of like, yeah, white girl jogging, Detroit's coming back, baby.
Common thing now.
Yeah, exactly. So, obviously, we kind of joke about, hashtags, man. But, you kind of started, everyone kind of talking about good stuff, which isn't a bad thing, right? It's just, you kind of got everybody talking about, hey, this is what I like, this is what's going on, this is, and to be honest, cool stuff started to happen after. I'm not saying you're the catalyst of it, right? But I'm just saying it got everyone talking, it got things moving, it got stuff going.
The truth is, when you change what you look at, you change what you see, right? So if we want to sit around and talk about the blight and the ruin porn and all the crap that goes around here, you can see that. There's plenty of examples of it.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, if you start looking for some of the good things that are going on, there's plenty of that to see, too.
But Detroit's a weird city. Like, I travel the whole country, and there's not this division, right, where you got new Detroit, old Detroit, and people are angry. And if a building goes up, everyone screams, what about the neighborhoods? Like, Detroit's such an odd bird of a town where it's almost like 8 cities within one, and everyone's got their own voice.
Well, it's so big. The real estate is unbelievable, right? You would talk about it all the time where the island of Manhattan, Boston, and San Fran can fit inside the city walls of Detroit.
144 square miles. That's
absolutely
huge.
Unbelievable, right?
I was looking at the map. I was looking at Hazel Park today, right? Hazel Park is one of those neighborhoods that just didn't get annexed by the city.
Yeah.
Like everything else did. Detroit's actually, 47 different cities rolled into one.
Right.
It's huge.
Yeah, like Hamtramck, for example. It's,
It's a standalone in the middle of the city.
Right.
It's its own island.
Right. So,
all those places that, rocket fiber we'll get to eventually.
No, and that's... So you have all this huge
on the
city.
Upper East Side. That'll get there in 2012.
All this great stuff going on, and the news talks about an Applebee's opening on 8 Mile.
Which we can't wait for.
No.
June.
Better
the
than
countdown
people
is
getting
on.
shot, man. That happens all the time, too.
Can we get a countdown timer on our website?
First Wednesday in June, we'll be at Applebee's on 8 Mile.
That was a pretty good JJ laugh.
Yeah, Corey, the news went crazy. When Applebee's announced they were coming to Detroit, the news went bonkers.
It was breaking news
on every single channel.
They interrupted Judge Judy.
So, how dare they?
So, how many $43 million a year for Judge Judy?
Did you guys do like a Put It on the Ritz event over there?
Putting on the ribs.
Putting on the ribs.
So Terry, you took kind of like a Twitter movement,
and we're not
right?
going to tell them. No. Just everybody shows up in black ties.
Yeah.
That's how we roll here.
So Terry, so you took on, the kind of Detroit, like 313, like March 13th, everyone's kind of calling it Detroit Day. And you're kind of doing your thing, and you took it from Twitter, right, which is kind of like great. We're talking on Twitter, to now you're actually putting together. You're putting people together, and you're putting out the positive message. So tell me about the event going on 313.
So that's it, right? Detroit Day started because of this March 13th, this Twitter fest that we started 4 years ago. We kicked it up a notch. It wasn't enough to just do it online. We got to bring people in-house and actually have people live. One of the things I put together with a couple of friends is TEDx Detroit. So TEDx Detroit is ideas worth spreading. 313Dlove is all about actions worth emulating. So we've got cool people that are actually doing good things in, around, and for the city of Detroit. It's going to be a pretty awesome day. We're starting off at 10 a.m. with a march. We're going to get together
in March.
In March. It's the March in March. It starts right at the Charles Wright Museum. Yeah, it had to be said. Somebody has. Well, it sounds better coming from you guys, too. So but we're going to march around town a little bit and show our love and show our pride. Not the kind of pride that Dave's thinking about right now, but,
Where's that hangover clip?
we gotta have a little bit of excitement going around. So the Charles Wright Museum's our partner again. It's a awesome facility. You guys been in there? You guys ever checked it out?
I have not. I've seen pictures, but yeah.
It's the largest African American museum in the world. Wow. Right? It's like 22,000 square feet of African American history.
Which you're not going to have an African American museum in Paris.
Which you would think. Certainly wasn't in Livonia. That would have been a weird thing. Right. Birmingham, it needs to be there somewhere.
No, the pictures, it looks amazing. And
It's cool, man. It's a great auditorium. There's great stories going on through there, and they do tours all the time. They're bringing people from all over the metro area, showing it off. And for me, most of my network, most of the people I'm connected to are up in Oakland County, right? And there's a lot of people up there that have no idea that this gem even exists.
Yep.
So it's cool to partner with them. They've got a great auditorium. We've got some cool speakers coming in. David Farbman, who is a very serial entrepreneur type person,
real estate
here
guy,
in town, owned Farbman Real Estate.
Yeah.
Owned Health Rise. Just started that about 6 months or so ago. Just launched a New York Times best-selling book called The Hunt. Dude's an avid hunter. He's got this great sales book where he uses hunting as a metaphor for sales. Not uncommon, but I mean, it's like literally.
You don't want to kill your customers, though. Just,
you know what? He talks about taking trophies, baby. He talks about taking trophies.
It's great for them Upers, eh?
Yeah, right. That's what you do, man. That's what you do. So Farbs is going to MC the event, so we're excited about having him.
Very cool.
Dr. Nandi is going to be there from the Ask Dr. Nandi show. This guy's got a health show.
Oh my God, I thought you said the Ass Doctor. I'm sorry.
The Ass Doctor.
And we just lost Corey.
Yeah, there's a little proctologist going on. You never know what's going to come up.
Hello. Ask Doctor. You gotta be enunciate that one.
Pronounce the K, Terry. Pronounce the K. Ask Dr. Nandi.
Internet radio.
This is for mature audiences only.
No, I mean, so for like the spread for TEDx. I mean, is it some of the same people are coming over to this, or are you going a completely different direction?
I got a couple of guys that spoke at TEDx in the past. Dr. Nandi is one of them. In fact, I met him at TED in 2013, and he was just the coolest dude. We were working on his presentation literally 10 minutes before he was going to go speak to 1,500 people, and his presentation was jacked up. And he was just cool, man. Like, it's no big deal. If there's a presentation, there's a presentation. If not, no big deal.
It's a guy that knows his business.
Yeah, it didn't even matter, man. So I love the way he handled that. Satori Shakur is going to be one of our speakers. Satori runs this event called the Secret Society of Twisted Storytellers. It takes place on the third Friday night at the museum itself. And there's 5 or 6 people that are going to get up. They're going to tell their stories. And she works with them a little bit to make sure that they tell the story straight. And they just stand there and deliver this information that's powerful. You'll sit there and you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll think, and you'll just be blown away by the outpour of emotion that these people have. So she's awesome. My favorite thing that's going to happen that evening, though, is the afternoon. A young man named Robbie Eamers is going to be speaking. Robbie's a 12-year-old philanthropist who goes out and feeds the homeless in town.
12-year-old philanthropist.
12 years old. Dude.
Wait, how is this possible?
You know what? The first time he did it...
Rich parents.
Yeah. Tell you what, Dan Gilbert had signed up with him at one point. He's got donations from Walmart and from Meijer. People are really into his story. Brian Williams actually did a feature on him, and I'm pretty sure Brian Williams started the whole thing.
It's
I'm not
his dad.
sure.
Well, of course. Are you sure it's not Brian Williams doing it?
Brian Hill Williams actually may have started homelessness. I'm not really sure. There's credit for a lot of things in there.
This is why he's never going to come back.
So
he got suspended for 6 months, right?
So what's the kid talking about?
The kid's going to talk about just doing your thing, man, and why he's doing this in Detroit and why he's got a concern for these people. He also plans on being the mayor, playing professional baseball, and he'll one day be president.
All the power to him. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. This kid knows what he wants to do.
Now I'm depressed for my life.
Yeah, you're looking at yourself going, man, I really should step it up.
And here we are sitting here.
Right.
So this is the highlight of what you got going on.
Pretty much, yeah. We've peaked.
So he's awesome. And then we got another dozen speakers, people from Blue Cross Blue Shield, the United Way. It's just a great group of folks who are going to come out.
It's a full day event.
Part of it. Yeah, so the march is at 10. The speakers start at 1. That goes until 5.
Okay.
And then there's a little afterglow from 5 until 6:30 with cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and that kind of stuff.
All at the same locale?
All at the same locale, right? We're not even trying to leave this time. So it's going to be, it was last time we tried to have the after party elsewhere. You know how you get a group of people.
That's a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they disappear. It's like, you know, I got to park again? Nah, screw that. I'm going to go home. I'll take care of this.
I'm out of here.
So the whole, kind of tying into TEDx, the whole ideas were spreading. You did this thing last year. I mean, what's some of the, and our big thing here is the and then, right? What's some of the
ideas, legs, spread the word.
Right. No, the stuff that's like that caught on, or like, is there any good stories that came out of like, hey, from last year, somebody picked up this and did that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the and then? Like, what's the action item?
So one of the cool things that happened last year, Sean DeParron came out and spoke at our event, and she was launching this thing called Project Forgive at the time. And she's got this idea about, how the importance of forgiveness and how you can change the conversation around that. And then we got to own up to some of our challenges. And I don't know what her numbers were before, but I looked at her Facebook page the other day. She's got a couple of 100,000 followers on it.
It is.
So she's doing some fantastic stuff worldwide and really trending with what she's doing. And a couple of other people just made the right connections. I still hear from people it's like, man, that event changed my life. We had a dude named Rod Hairston come up, and Rod's he's a professional speaker, worked with Tony Robbins for a number of years, and he really has the ability to change people's lives through some of the online courses he has. It's all about mindset and mentality. And really, in Detroit, that's kind of what we have an issue with. We don't have the right mindset.
No, some people are born with it, and some people need a swift kick in the butt. I'm not going to, it's true.
You don't have to sugarcoat it, but there's an identity problem. You think about being a man, and we associate with who we are with what we do. And if you think about a lot of the career options, especially for young black males in the city of Detroit, you don't have a lot of options, man. Duggan said it best. Genius isn't limited to a select few, right? It's got a set number of people it's going to reach. What doesn't have that number it's going to reach is opportunity.
Well, heck, wasn't that stat that 40% of the city doesn't have internet access or something like that?
More than that. And we say it all the time. The one thing that was jaw-dropping for me and Dave is when we used to speak at like Michigan Shifting Gears and a few of the other programs is the stuff that we think is common sense is revelating to some. And it's like, they don't, there's life stuff people just don't teach. And it was shocking to us. I'm not going to lie.
I've always said, we would do the 10 Commandments of networking or the 10 Commandments of job search.
And it was mile high. It wasn't even, you weren't even going deep.
And you would swear that we were walking down off a mountain in flowing robes carrying a stone tablet.
But there's someone born every day that hasn't seen the Flintstones, right? So if you haven't seen it, it's new to you, right? That's what it is. It's common sense isn't so common. That's the cliche is what you're talking about.
We talk about all the time, like playing the game and knowing the path, and the path isn't defined. Like I just started working with someone who I'm kind of taking him on as a mentor, and he never got into the workforce, and he's dying to get into the workforce, and he knows nothing. But this is a guy that's traveled the world. He's got 50,000 Twitter followers. He's been on TV 2,000 times. Right, and he begged he would kill for a 9 to 5 making 45 G's, right? And it's amazing to me, like and he's looking at me going, "I failed at life." I'm like, "Are you nuts? Like you were like
you've lived,
like people would like you're in Japan right now, like in front of 50,000 people cheering you, and you're telling me you're a failure? Like you like your mindset is so backwards.
Perspective's an important thing, man.
Absolutely.
Defining success is very personable. Everyone's got their own idea of how they want to make it in life.
Right, and some people say, what did Devil's Advocate at the end? It's one of my favorite endings of any movie. It's like success is or freedom is never having to say you're sorry, or whatever. And I'm like, is that really, or is it, is it like the way you look at? Can you buy everything when you want to? And not have anyone bitch at you. Is that success?
I don't know. I want my checking account to be 0 when I die.
Right? I want to owe no one nothing.
Exactly.
I want to give no one nothing.
Don't want to make anything.
I want to buy anything.
Sold or processed. Yeah.
Was that 82? Wait, no, that wasn't 82.
No.
So I mean, can you chew this up in parts, or when you go, are you stuck there for the day? Can you come in the afternoon? Can you come in the morning? Does it matter?
Right. So the march is a totally separate thing. So at 10 o'clock you can go there and do that, and then bail. Right.
You got lucky on the weather breaking, eh?
Oh man, that's all we were talking about at home.
You were
kind of
sweating that one, weren't you?
My wife is running shotgun with me, right? So she's doing all the heavy lifting and all the logistics. So we've been talking for the last week and a half about, so So how are we going to get shovels down there to take care of this path? Because we know that's not going to happen in the city. They got other shit to worry about.
You get Nardone out there. Get Tom out there.
Tom will get out there with his rider lawnmower again.
Yeah, no, he doesn't plow. He doesn't
snowblow. Can you mow the snow, please? Because we'd love that.
So Terry, I mean, so you've been doing this for year what?
This is year 2 for
year
the
2.
event.
Okay,
Yep.
so like lesson learned, like, or is it getting easier? It's like what have you did last year that's like this year? Like, oh nope, not doing that,
dude. I think Corey said it best, right? You got to have a first one before you can have the second one. And that's one of the hardest things to do is to actually stick to it. To have
starting is hard.
Starting is hard, right?
Yeah.
So making the first one happen was a big deal. This time around, we're learning some lessons about how to deal with people and how to actually manage the flow of what people tell you they're going to do, and how much time and effort you have to put into making sure they actually do what they said they were going to do.
Put their money where their mouth is.
You know, because you trust that everybody's an adult, and you're not going to say you're going to do something if you're not actually going to do it. That's just not the world we live in, man.
I did have a meme already for you like 2 weeks ago, and there was the Brace Yourselves from Game of Thrones.
Was it?
Brace Yourselves, the 313Dlove poster coming.
That would have been classic. I seriously so can't wait for that
I'll give
part
you
to
this
be
clip.
over.
I love this city.
That'd be perfect.
It was built on rock and roll, right?
That's what I heard. Huey Lewis sang about us, so we got to be cool, right?
Starship too.
Yeah. A little different.
So I mean, I'm sorry. Going back, you could pretty much show up whenever you want. Like I wouldn't mind showing up at 5, to be honest with you.
We'll show up when the beer starts.
Yeah.
Right, so
Wait to discount his entire event, Bob.
There's booze at the event, you say. I'll be there.
Exactly.
Are you feeding everyone lunch? Bob will be there.
Free food and drink. I'm in.
Tommy Likey.
Yeah.
So are you doing the whole sourcing everything from Detroit, like like lunch brought in from Detroit companies? Yeah,
pretty much, man. It's between Detroit or in and around Detroit. One of the things I tell people all the time is if we look back, not too far back, but before December 1st, 1993, we were all part of the 313 area code.
That's true.
Right? We all grew up in the 313 area
that's true.
code.
Yep.
Regardless of where you live today, it was that. So that's one thing that we got to remember. The last thing we needed in this town was more imaginary dividers. So when they separated all those different area codes, they just created more segregation. We don't need that. What we need to do is figure out how to have a lot more unity here.
Well, that's what when Dave was on Channel 4 or whatever, Devin Skillian thing. It's because the whole old Detroit, new Detroit. And I'm like, I didn't even know that was.
Can we stop that
right?
already?
I didn't know that was a thing either. And
everyone gets their panties in a bunch because new Detroit means this and old Detroit means that. And it's like, can't you just really?
They can't get away from the race thing.
Just be new Detroit. It'd be white people moving back downtown. Is that what that is?
Apparently, that's what that is.
That's the thing. Old white guys taking over. Oh yeah. And that's a problem somehow.
It is.
Sure.
It's bad. It's terrible. It's horrible.
Clearly, because you wouldn't want the economy to stabilize.
You wouldn't want new buildings or anything.
Well, no, there are entire websites that apparently dedicate their lives to doing nothing more than counting the black people at events.
Oh, nice.
So when Hot Cat opened, it was how many black people were there. When this opens, how many black people are there, and
go away already.
Over it.
Go away.
Something else. To
Hey,
do.
Darshan, you should get some of your boys, and they won't know. Just
right. We need more brown boys in this.
That's another thing with cosplay. It's really hard to dress as a brown guy. What can you dress as like a brown guy? You know what I'm
Tech
saying?
support.
Right.
The genie from Pee Wee Herman.
It's Dr. Gupta Gali from 2.5 Men.
Mecca like a high, Mecca Gupta Pali Ho.
There was that Indian dude that was in that TV show.
Kuchipalli from Big Bang Theory.
Oh man, I wouldn't be talking right now if I was that guy.
That's right. Gandhi 2.
There's no girls here, so
Gandhi 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No, Gandhi 2 walking with the M60. Give me a steak, medium rare.
Enough of this piece of shit.
Yeah. So Terry, how do we find out about you? How do we get tickets? You're 313dlove.com, correct?
313dlove.com, right? That's about
Everything's
the easiest
sitting there.
place. It's all there. You can go check out who the speakers are. You can be thankful for the sponsors that have shown up to take part in this play.
Cool.
And learn about the event. And then the other thing that we're going to do, of course, is we're going to break Twitter, right? I've got a nice little meme already set up. It's a picture of Kim Kardashian's ass. Got a little D on it.
That's the way to do it.
We're going to break the internet,
that's how
baby.
you break it.
That's how you break the internet. We already learned, right? She already showed us the game plan.
If the D is on Kim Kardashian's ass, you're doing it wrong. That's not where the D's are on Kim Kardashian.
It should be 2 big D's somewhere else, a little bit higher up.
There's a pair of D's up there already. Yeah. Get 3 or 4 D's. It'll be all good, dude.
No, but hey, actually, I'm gonna see what I'm doing that day. If I don't have any meetings, I will see you there.
I can't believe it's Friday already, man.
If you've got the time, he's got the beer.
Exactly. Oh, it's on a Friday. I'll be there.
It's Friday the 13th.
That's why our event is not. That
we can't do. Yeah,
we can't do Fridays.
No.
After work. Yeah, no.
I'll tell you what.
Because we're not going to get Rebecca Black.
It's girlfriend night. It's not. No,
it's not the wives' night.
No. Come on, not the wives.
Last year we
on
did
Friday, wives on Saturday.
Wives on Saturday.
What day did you do?
We did. Your event, your pink slip party was on March 13th.
Yeah, it was.
That's right. So we were doing events on the same day.
Because it was a Thursday. It made sense.
It worked out perfect.
This year didn't, so we're just like, screw it.
So it's wives on Saturday, Gumas on Friday, the one night stand IT and the D girls on Thursday.
All right, cool. Hey, we're coming up against the break. 313Dlove, Terry, appreciate you hanging out. Like I said, thanks for the step down off of Fox 2 Detroit and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. And we'll be back. This is the IT and the D Show.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
Dig you IT geeks. This is Dre DeMatteo from Sons of Anarchy. You are listening to IT in the D.
If you're a reseller of IT solutions, the original equipment manufacturer should not be your strongest competitor. At Quantum, we understand the true meaning of partnership. We work with our channel to deliver industry-leading solutions together, all the time, not just when it's convenient for us. Heck, we don't even have a direct sales force. Quantum is looking for a few good partners. Call 586-745-4DXI to get started. That's 586-745-4394.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
And welcome back. This is the 4th segment, episode 82. This is the IT in the D Show.
Yay.
1, 2, 3 IT guys from Detroit talk about when they are drunk at the bar. This is Bob the Sales Guy. Here with David Geek, Jeff, the voice of reason. We were hanging out with Corey from Midwest Media Expo, Terry Bean from 313Dlove. And, we're find us online, itinthed.com. And good times, as always.
IT and the D, all the things.
Brought to you by everybody.
Brought to you by all the sponsors that have played during the breaks. That's what we do.
That's right.
Exactly.
Welcome to the 4th segment, everyone.
No 5th tonight. Can we
we're not going to do that.
Conan, what is best in life? Crush your enemies.
Yeah.
See them driven before you.
Yeah.
To hear the lamentation of your women.
Yeah. That's the words to live by. They make a T-shirt. I want the T-shirt.
That's right.
It could not be ring more true because you know why? Because we
are still IT
and you will never be IT.
And you finally went to the press and didn't say
there was finally a story that finally
that only took a year and a half.
Didn't mention our name at all. You just miserable rat bastard.
You couldn't give it up. It took a year and a half, and you finally kept your damn mouth shut. So, slow clap for you, exactly. Thank you, Ian. So what we touched, we had no stories other than like
why? Because
we ain't partners, we ain't brothers, and we ain't friends.
Exactly.
Designed by committee is not designed at all.
And then you want to send out an email saying none of your people can come on our show? Yeah, kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
Because don't think we didn't see it.
Exactly.
Know it. Live it.
Kiss his.
And we were in the meeting when you. We were in the meeting.
Yeah, we were actually in that meeting.
And we had people in the meeting when you threatened us. Yeah, we know all. We see all. We all.
We have people everywhere, don't we?
We kind of know things.
We have people. So I mean, other than talking about mountain poop, there was like 100 stories going on.
All we wanted to do was.
What do I do with the shard?
Heal the dark crystal.
That's all we wanted to do.
The dark crystal.
God, that's such an
Detroit
awesome
is
movie.
the dark crystal. That's all we wanted to do.
That's one movie I hope they never remake.
Yeah.
I thought it's in the works. I heard.
No,
they're making a sequel.
Don't.
Oh, the sequel?
Yes.
Oh, not a reboot.
Not a reboob.
No.
Not
like that amazing RoboCop movie that
oh my god, did that movie suck? I can't believe I watched that.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
And I loved the original. Like,
oh my god, the original RoboCop. I could watch that today.
I'll buy that for $1.
Exactly right.
I'd buy that for
Our
$1.
buddy Tad looks like that guy, like amazingly so. That's.
Well, what if the movie was on so many levels? The new RoboCop. Whoever wrote that needs to go away.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know why they thought that it would be neat to have Sam Jackson be in like 50% of the movie.
Well, he's the most acclaimed actor on IMDb than any other person. So he's in more. If you look at his IMDb thing, he's in more things.
And
than
I love
anybody
Sam
else.
Jackson as an actor, but in this movie, he ruined the movie, right? If they like took out all of his bits, it would be somewhat watchable.
no.
Well, and that's saying something.
No, you know what the thing is that I don't get? Like, the Total Recall did it too. In the first one,
in the reboot, you mean?
Yeah, Sharon Stone.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Sharon Stone bites the farm like right in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And in Total Recall, the new one, Kim, whatever the heck her name is, or
I don't know. I haven't.
She's in the whole movie.
That changes the story.
RoboCop, same thing. Like the wife.
Yeah, the wife is in. Yeah,
it was a vague memory. He went to the house and gone.
Yep.
Like this one, the wife's in the whole movie. It's like completely.
At the final scene, he walks up to the wife and kid.
No, like no, you can't hang out with your. All he is a head.
You are a head and lungs.
A hand.
That's all you are.
Yeah, right. You can't have sex with your husband anymore.
No.
They made one reference to the old movie when they like went through the security checkpoint. They're like 2 weeks. You know, how long are you staying here for? 2 weeks, and the mask comes off, and he's exposed.
Right, I even missed
that.
Joel, only relevance.
Joel, yes, goddammit, the Go-Go's played during the break. Kiss my ass. 1982 Vacation. There was you shut up and enjoy it.
But like the first one though, it came to like I work for Dick Jones, and then you're fired, and he shoots him. It was amazing. Like the new RoboCop, it's like I don't even know how the hell it ended.
And I just recently watched the old RoboCop, the original one, and I forgot how gory that movie was.
Oh, it was awful.
It was awful
at the time. It was like the worst.
I mean, this new one, you would think like a modern movie.
Well,
they tend to be more gory.
Well, and that movie almost went NC-17 at its time,
right?
Because of
all the
because
blood
of you're fired because of that scene. It almost went NC-17 at the time.
Thank you.
And then Red Foreman being the drug kingpin. How cool is that?
Yeah,
dude dying in acid, and
exactly.
Getting like goop on the hood. You know,
like this new movie was like a PG-13. Maybe.
Did we even mention that we're eating nerds and
no?
I tweeted it like an hour ago.
Weren't they going to make like a RoboCop statue in Detroit? Whatever happened to that?
It's still going.
Yeah, it's taking them like they
raised the money. There was like
$50
grand.
3D print
I saw
that thing.
like a picture of it like someplace somewhere, and they like showed it off.
No, it's like more. You know what I love about it is they said, go. We'll put a RoboCop statue up. Raise $50,000 and we'll do it. And then they raised like 80. They're like, oh shit. so now like the thing's like
it's not a RoboCop. It's a Robo-Robert.
No, but the thing's like 12 foot tall.
Well, now they have to like actually make it because now they're like, oh crap, we didn't think anyone was going to actually donate.
But you got quote unquote Joe Lewis's fist on Jefferson. You mean to tell me you can't put RoboCop there?
Right.
Yeah. Come on.
Maybe put him right in front of the fist.
The OCP,
exactly.
The OCP building in the new movie is where the JLA used to, like where the JLA is right now.
And now it's where CompuWare's building is. No, did I hear?
You said that out loud. Inner monologue, Bob. Inner monologue.
Are you listening? I don't care. Don Gilbert. So what's going on?
Quickie loans.
Exactly. KW.
I don't know. I left the fourth segment in your hands when I walked out.
Come on. We got like 11,600 different things on the list.
11,600. What didn't we hit on in the two segments? Like
Terry wanted to
from a Midwest Media Expo perspective, is there something in the segment with you that we didn't hit on that you want to get into?
No clue.
He's about to say
no idea.
That's awesome. Yeah,
we totally caught him off guard.
My 11,600 list I pretty much went through already.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I think we should use this $80,000 for the RoboCop statue. That's an extra $30,000 right there, right?
Right. Exactly.
We can make a Cobotron statue next to the RoboCop one.
I like this idea.
What would that look like?
Have you been to
the Optimus Prime?
Look like Cobot.
Yeah.
Just have a whole statue
of the Constructabot or something. It's kind of weird.
Can I buy it for $1?
That'd be cool.
And what about an Eddie Murphy statue with the Lions jacket? Come on.
Little Mumford.
Philly does it. Why can't we do it?
Dude, seems like you should have it. I want to circle back on something. I was watching The Last Airbender, the movie, right? Corey mentioned that May from Last Airbender was coming.
They're very, very, very different things.
It was so bad, man. Why was it so bad? And are they ever going to make 2 and 3?
Why was RoboCop's remake so bad? there are things.
It wasn't a remake.
There are some things you shouldn't reboob.
You pronounced the name wrong, dude. How does you go from Ang to Ung? I'm mad about that.
Isn't
still.
that the Last Airbender movie was done by M. Night
Shyamalan? Your people, dude.
Yeah.
Your people. M. Night Shyamalan.
He's not responsible for
the umau.
Took a lot of liberties with that, man. Should not been allowed.
Just like I'm not responsible for my German people movies.
How are you not hitting him right now?
Hey, I'm going to Germany next week, so I'll let you know for sure.
Bring me back some schnapps. So you got nothing, Dave? This is like...
Dude, I got tons. I thought, honestly, we had topics we were going to dive into.
No.
Oh,
so,
hey, happy Apple iWatch announcement day, by the way.
Oh, the $10,000.
Yeah, Sean, you're going to pick up the $10,000 watch and walk through the back alleys of Detroit?
The diamond encrusted.
That's right.
Haas was hinting to his girlfriend about for Christmas or birthday or both.
That's right, yeah.
That he wants the $10,000.
He's going to get one for each wrist, I heard.
Should get 2 of those for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. And the regular one's going to be like what, $350?
Yeah. The cheapest one you can buy is $350.
Because so when you're at the coffee house, you can go
$350.
Oh, I got the good one.
That's right.
That's all it is. Yep. You got nothing
but a lot.
Battery lasts
a day,
maybe 8 hours.
Yeah,
and that's if you use it moderately.
Yeah, I think it was 18 hours.
No, that's a pipe dream. No way in hell.
I'm not going to lie. Like I shot you guys this. The fascinating story to me is that it's even possible in today's world with all the technology that we have, all the satellites whipping around, everybody bitching about the lack of privacy. There's nothing going on. There were 2 lost cities discovered deep in the jungles of Honduras by who knew archaeologist was still a job.
That's still a thing?
Yeah. That hadn't been touched by human beings in over 600 years at least.
So these are
fascinating.
These are like pyramids and structures and houses, like stone
the
structures.
city of Zinj.
Yeah, exactly. 2 abandoned cities.
Sounds like Flint.
All right, close. Now we just have to move on from that topic.
Was it Michigan?
No, Honduras.
Oh, Honduras, Michigan? But if it's covered with leaves and shit, how are they going to find it from satellites?
Well, that's the whole point of the archaeology.
Good. Try that again.
Yeah, thank you. I can't even say it. But seriously,
Jeff's comments brought to you by Falling Down Beer.
Penguicon.
Yeah, that's my safe word. No, seriously, that profession's still a thing.
No,
right?
Isn't that I can't find a job? What'd you major in? Archaeology.
Right.
16th century philosophy. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're walking around Honduras, like who walks around Honduras?
Archaeologists. I don't know.
The next Indiana Jones.
Independent study.
Found Chewbacca. I don't know.
Yeah, tell you what. You're a new guy. This is your internship. Walk around Honduras.
Come on. There was a great story that Kurt Schilling, the baseball
awesome
pitcher,
story.
Actually, so his daughter is apparently getting ready to go to college, and his daughter
not hard on the eyes,
not at all. Announced where she was going, and apparently some frat boys decided it'd be a good idea to pile on. And started harassing her via Twitter about what they do to her at parties and that kind of stuff. Well,
it got pretty vulgar. Like that escalated quickly.
Yeah, exactly. That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
So it was like the free press comment section.
The seedy underbelly of the internet happened real quick. And Kurt Schilling actually found these guys pretty quickly, exposed them for who they really were instead of the fake names they were hiding behind pretty quickly. And both of them got expelled from their respective schools.
And lost jobs.
The one guy, was it from the Yankee organization? Got fired, got walked out.
Yeah, on the spot. And it's one thing,
good. If you want that's awesome for him.
No, if you want to say, Kurt,
that is.
I'm not in the habit of making fun of people on the internet anytime soon, but trolling is one thing, and like saying like you're fat or saying something stupid is one thing. But those guys were like, weren't they making rape jokes? Like
they were
way over the line,
way over
common
the top.
decency.
And I was talking about this with a lawyer buddy of mine, and I'm like, well, this is a private citizen. I mean, granted, he's a sports figure, he's well known, but he had to have had help, right? Like a lot of these accounts were, quote unquote anonymous and like fake.
It ain't hard to find people, dude.
It's not hard to find people, but he found them pretty fast.
People talk.
And I mean, I don't know if he's got white hat hacker friends, but he had to have had law enforcement come into play.
Like all of 12 minutes to figure out that some guy that was talking crap about us on Reddit was a buddy of a guy that works for the promotion they were talking about.
It doesn't take, dude. People are sloppy. It does not take much.
Right.
He his three comments down from the comment ragging on us was his Instagram.
Yep.
And then
people brag. That's
the
what
top.
they have to
The
do.
top comment was like a logo, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know a guy that works there.
Right.
Wait a minute, your friend. So I called him right. I go, your friend's talking. It's not hard to find people these days. People are sloppy.
Yep.
Especially douchebags like that. They want to make comments like that.
It's sad.
Kudos to Schilling. Like all the crap that you heard. And everyone was behind a pseudonym, right? The underbelly of the internet. Could you imagine if you got everyone's that's why that's
the whole
there were only two of them that I did that to.
Right.
One of them is now a fan of ours.
Right.
And one of them has not posted since.
Right.
The sad thing about that whole.
Do you know who you're messing with?
Yeah, Skippy. By the way, here's your job.
I wrote the internet.
Yeah, you live here. Here's your job. Here's where you live. Here's your home. Here,
The crosshairs are getting smaller and smaller.
How hard do you want to play here?
Okay, Liam Neeson, I'll find you.
That's right. I have a certain set of skills.
No, but Bob, I mean,
they all revolve around Clash of Clans.
The sad thing about this whole ordeal is that the other internet trolls out there are not going to learn their lesson. They're not going to take heed. They're not going to take the warning. They're not going to say, "Oh yeah, you know what? I shouldn't hide. I shouldn't."
No, because they'll still have keyboard courage.
They'll still have exactly. That's the sad thing.
That's a good way
couldn't
to
happen to me.
Keyboard courage, yeah.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Jeremiah would send me something. I don't know if you ever listened to it. It was first it was a post and it was a podcast about I found my troll, and we came to this agreement, and I listened to this podcast, and the guy was like, I've had trolls in my life, but like you were the worst, most despicable, meanest, most downtrodden human being I've ever met in my life. And for what? Because I'm successful at what I do as a girl. And the guy broke down and he apologized, and it just basically
called him out on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing to say you're stupid, but it's another thing to just be freaking
rip somebody
mean.
apart.
No, not even rip apart. Just going at everything you're.
I mean, is that an internet culture thing? Do you think these people had that same mindset before the internet age? You don't think
God, no.
You honestly think
only in their car, right? Only when they were driving.
You guys
right? Yeah, it's a key.
People Terry, the whole Yelp culture. People complain, but they complain to their wife in the kitchen.
The salmon sucks. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, salmon sucks. Let's get the hell out of here. They didn't go.
So this is a new medium for people to
allows
them to have that keyboard courage, like you said.
Buttholes to have a voice.
Yeah.
Right. Those buttholes were usually silenced, and they would be in their butthole meetings, and they would talk butthole stuff. And now they can actually speak publicly.
A lot of those lurkers are trollers, is pretty much what you're trying to say, right?
But what I'm saying is that they have a voice now. And before it was just
and it's amplified times 1,000.
Yeah, they would complain about the restaurant at the gun club and, at poker night, but they never went out to reach the masses. And now you have people that, if you don't fill their water fast enough, they're going on Yelp and they're destroying restaurants.
And it's easier for them to find other people that share that viewpoint, right? Because they're all right there.
Misery loves company, man.
Yeah, somehow they gravitate to one another.
Find something better to complain about.
Yeah.
Well, it's like me doing tech support, right? It's like, there's a new piece of software coming out. One person complains about it, but then, it's just because of this one administrative assistant complaining about it that everybody else complains about it as well. It's just like
and there was
masses.
and there was a story.
Everyone loves complaining about everything.
Well, there was a story I shot you guys where there's the app Yik Yak, which apparently is a hyper localized version of Whisper / message board / whatever, and allows you to broadcast whatever the hell you want to broadcast within a 1.5 mile radius of where you are. Like that's the only people who can.
That's
read
a great
it,
idea.
The only people who can read it or
Not
respond to
hyperlocal.
it are within a 1.5 mile radius of you.
Isn't that like war driving in reverse?
It's.
What are you bitching about?
Apparently there's a whole like college campus investigation now about shit that was going on.
To do what? What were these people broadcasting within a 50-yard radius?
Whisper?
No, Yik Yak.
Yik Yak, okay.
I mean, people got like all hyper bullying and crazy about one person.
So if I saw a guy that I hated within range, I could like yell at them online.
Exactly. Terry Bean is within 1.5 miles of you right now.
You just totally bashed him. He's sitting right here. It'll be easy.
Those in my face, man. I'm right here, dude. I'm right here, man.
Guy at Starbucks has BO. I mean,
Dave's not here, man.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yet another avenue for internet bullying.
Well, but
right?
again, it's
but it's all neckbeards. It's all guys that haven't been out of the basement. It's all, the people that are the worst at it are the ones. Like, okay, I'll give you an
no
example.
social skills whatsoever to begin with.
So, do you remember when I was president of the PTA at my kid's school? Don't laugh.
Yes.
Right?
No, I do. I'm.
There's a group of the Housecoat Mafia, as I like to refer to them.
Yep.
Tried to destroy me.
All they do is complain.
They made up rumors for one, saying like the most unscrupulous shit that I nowhere near
about you personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god!
And the other girl that was the vice president,
yeah,
saying that she got drunk at my house when she was pregnant, even though like she was never at my house when it was after the baby was born. Like they were making up stuff. Like
sounds like a slam on her, not on you.
No, but she like
Bob was an enabler.
This is like political sliming at a local level.
Right. But imagine like if you were able to do this on a grandiose scale.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, the internet underbelly is an awful. It brings out the worst in everybody. Like it's dude, we all trolled. I'm not gonna paint myself innocent.
But it brings out the best in
past
trolling.
tense. What?
It does. Huh?
Past tense.
You totally trolled.
Oh yeah, this coming from the guy that's got 17 different Facebook accounts.
Whistling. No, but there's a line. There's a huge line, and obviously the guys for Schilling's daughter went way over it.
Well, dude,
that's
look
threatening.
back to the old Lions message board days. What made things tweak out there when I got seriously torqued off at somebody and said, "Okay, look, dude, here's the deal. I know you work at EDS. Here's your IP address. Here's your desk. I know what floor you live on. I know what floor you work on. I know your boss. How far do you want to take this?" Because he went personal and I went deep.
I remember when I first met Dave, this was like 15 years ago. And the message board that he ran, it was like the 97-1 Doyle, Dubinsky and Doyle.
Yeah.
And I go, and he invited me there, and like the first message on the message board was Photoshop Dave Phillips contest, and I go, it can't be the same Dave. And then I started reading. I'm like, oh my god, dude, you are like the mega troll. Like you got people like hating you, and we all did. I did too. I'm never gonna say I never did because it was fun. There was
it was a board I ran. Kiss my ass.
It was the reason why the Lions Forum got started is because they kicked me out of the other one.
Exactly. You've kicked us out of everyone. Respectable. Yeah.
We'll have to have our own. Hey,
yeah, but there's a huge line between good fun and poking around between friends and like sexual violence.
Right. Exactly. What were you saying, Terry?
I said there's news there. You're talking about the Lions. You guys are avid fans. Big things happen this week. You going to talk about that or not even going to bother?
Get the hell out of town.
You're selling your little mini home, and I see.
The Lions got screwed.
I got to
sue. I saw that sign, dude.
No, I got to sue mini helmet.
Nadamakan. Sue Long.
Yeah, Sue Long. I got a mini helmet sign, which I thought would be my prized possession, and apparently I got offered to trade it for a Max Scherzer signed baseball. What a toilet weekend for Detroit sports. Everyone lost. We lost Sue. Yeah, whatever.
I thought I heard the bankruptcy courts were talking about selling all the art in the museum to pay for Sue.
They should have.
What else is the heart and soul of the city, pretty much, right now, right?
What's left in the DIA?
Well, the Miami Dolphins. I mean, the Miami newspapers had a great headline that, here's how Tom Brady's balls are going to be deflated next year.
Good God. Yeah.
Well, and I mean it has. I mean it's been a fun week. We had the Star Wars cruise that we didn't get to because nothing says good time like flocks of Star Wars nerds on a boat.
Which stars were actually on the cruise?
Disney cruise.
No, Star Wars. It's a Disney Star Wars.
No, I know, but were there any actors or actresses?
No.
Harrison Ford was on his way down.
If you were them, would you have anything to do with them?
No.
Only if I can ride on Chewbacca's back to the bar. Otherwise, I ain't going. And if I can, and then R2-D2 can
serve you drinks.
Can be like my personal moving chair, and then I'll just sit on him.
If that would be a wheelchair, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's like my Walmart scooter is R2-D2
You set sail.
That actually would be better.
You set sail in that. You're braver than I thought.
He's right. Yeah, you came in that thing. You're braver than I thought. Then there was the chick in Boston who used Tinder and posted the hottest chick space in Boston.
Okay,
that's a different kind of Tinder.
Who used Tinder and posted really hot photos of herself, but not to find a date, not to find a random hookup, just to find a guy to come shovel out her car.
So I read,
Boston got 8 feet of snow in the past couple.
So weeks. I read this story. And it was actually a success, right? She
got the guys to, and she was totally upfront of it. She's like, "Look, I don't want to hook up. I will never even come outside of my house. I just want you to come." Shovel out my car.
The first guy came up, he shoveled out.
Easy there.
Yeah, the second guy showed up, and and she came out. She's like, "I'm going to offer you some hot cocoa," and then it got ugly really fast.
Right.
Well, to quote Annie, a Star Wars tip. Well, if it works. No, it's the old Rodney Dangerfield joke. Hey, a prostitute came up to me, said, "I'll do anything you want for $300." He said, $300, paint my house. On that note, we're going to end the show. This is episode 82 of the IT and the D show. I really want to thank Corey and Terry and Darshan and Ian for hanging out with us. You guys are great sports. Look forward to going to your events. We appreciate your time. And, we will see.
Well, we have to double back on that. So, Terry, people find your event at
313Dlove.com.
And Corey, everything about the Midwest Media Expo is at
MidwestMediaExpo.com at the Renson, April 10th through 12th.
And apparently Darshan's not letting us out of here until he says something.
Yep.
So
DarshanSony.com, DarshanSony.com.
If your computer's broke, call him because he's tech support.
Totally.
That's right.
But only on an iDevice.
Yeah.
And for the love of God, go out to iTunes and give us a 1-star review. Worst meatball sandwich
No, we already got one.
Did we? And we got it?
He did it, yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right, well, give us a 2-star review.
Had the falafel, gave me diarrhea. That's all we asked for.
All right, thanks for hanging out. All right, this is the IT and the D show. See you next week.
See ya.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Long live Flash! You've saved your Earth. Have a nice day.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy. Make the run. The run.
Game over, man. It's game over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
I can't say no, and I don't really want to, so.
Well, especially with the back doors open.
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth, Ruth.
Bob loves it in the can.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
That's why I like it in the can.
Joe, own the truth.
Bear me.
My job is to make sure this program is morally upright and cultural and wholesome.
Shut up, Mimsy. Shut up, Mimsy. Shut up, Mimsy.
Why would Buick put their cars next to the Bentleys?
Like, why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet. It's brilliant. Yeah, I can't take that position.
That analogy sucks because it's right. Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up.
Are we at a break yet? Yeah, so now I'm just like doing like stupid stuff to make me laugh.
Venture capital is not the end game.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
It's my show. I can say what I want.
Kiss my ass, go home, unplug, get off the goddamn internet. You are everything that is wrong with the internet right now.
You're so white right now.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
I love this city. I was banging on the wang.
Really? Should we talk about this? Tag team it. Should I keep going or should I stop?
Can I just say, it's been great being on a show that talks about Mickey Rooney dying for 20 seconds and then poop for 10 minutes.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.